Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you didn't watch last night's feature-length Doctor Who and you don't want to know what the big twist was at the end, then you might want to turn the radio down for just a moment. Yeah! The identity of the new Doctor was revealed in a special 90-minute episode last night. So after battling Daleks, Cybermen, the Master, Jodie Whittaker finished her stint playing the first female Time Lord, and there was a massive regeneration sequence.
Right then. Doctor whoever I'm about to be. Tag. You're it.
I know these teeth. What? What? What?
Do you know, that's exactly what I said when I looked and went, what? What's going on? The voice of David Tennant there, returning to the role he last played over 10 years ago. He'll star as the Doctor in 3 special episodes, which will air in November next year, and he'll be joined by another familiar face, his former assistant, Catherine Tate. Well, let's find out what Richard Lloyd thinks about the whole thing. He's a Doctor Who mega fan from Yorkshire. Richard, good afternoon.
Hi, Howard. Great to be here.
We knew the Doctor was going to regenerate, but was that a shock as much for you as it was for us?
Well, the super fans, if you like, were slightly in the know. There were whisperings, there were rumours that this might happen because, of course, we had the new Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa as well, announced earlier this year. We weren't quite sure whether it was going to be him that showed up or David Tennant. But yeah, of course, it was David Tennant. And even though there were the rumours and the rumblings, it was still really shocking and exciting and surprising to see that actually play out on screen on the TV.
So are you a David Tennant fan then, Richard?
Well, I got into the show myself, actually, during his last couple of years as the Doctor. So, yes, absolutely. He holds a special place in my childhood. He was my first Doctor Who myself. And, yeah, it was such a long time ago now. So it's just going to be very exciting and very strange to see him back in the role after so many years as, the next Doctor Who, yeah.
And I hear you had to make special arrangements to actually watch the show. Why was that?
Yes. Well, of course, and it was Jodie Whittaker's final episode, and my magnificent Jodie Whittaker, a massive 90-minute blockbuster epic. And basically, I am on holiday at the moment, actually, and we're staying in a holiday cottage where the TV isn't the biggest screen that you might wish for such a monumental episode. So I actually went over to a family friend to watch it on a bigger TV screen. You just had to. Yeah, it had to be done. For such a massive episode. You had to do it justice, I think.
Looks like David Tennant's going to be joined by his former assistant Catherine Tate. How important are the relationships between Doctor and the assistant then?
Oh, very important. Yeah, I mean that pairing in particular, from 2008 when they were in the show, is just so fondly remembered, and it was so popular with the British public. So I think, but both the public and fans alike will be really excited to see them back, and they're just both such fantastic actors. They had some fantastic chemistry on screen as well, and they've done other stuff as well, and non-Doctor Who stuff in the years since. So yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting, very special to see those two back together for sure.
We've got these 3 special episodes then. What can you tell us about what will happen next then?
Oh, okay. Well, there's not much known. There are little rumours and leaks and bits and pieces. We know there are going to be 3 episodes. We know that there's going to be a central mystery about how the Doctor has got their old face back. Because obviously David Tennant played the role before, and this is kind of unprecedented for this to happen. We know that Catherine Tate's going to be in it as well. Yasmin Finney from Heartstopper, Neil Patrick Harris playing a villain who is rumoured to be a familiar face from the Doctor's past as well, from the 60s, and other little bits and pieces, kisses to the past as well, perhaps other returning monsters, characters, maybe more returning Doctors. We don't know at this stage, but it would be really great to see, so fingers crossed.
Great talking to you, Richard. It's very exciting, isn't it? That's a superfan then, a mega superfan from Yorkshire. That's Richard Lloyd then on the current goings-on.